I'm not sure how big news this is. David de Gea's got a new one-year contract. He was always going to get a one-year contract, and now it's kicked in. But does he stay long-term?
No, this is... If I'm a Man United fan, I am panicking. There's absolutely no doubt. You know, you can argue whether he's number one in the world, number two in the world. I think he's number one in the world. They've not been able to button him down to a long-term contract, which is very surprising. Now, this is Manchester United. You know, we're not talking about also-rans in world football. This is Manchester United. And for them not to be able to button down this guy, it's a big shock.
Now, normally it'd just be you and me talking about De Gea, but we've got a full screen, as we call it in the business. The title bar in this full screen, someone's been up all night and thinks they're really smart. David de Gea. Yeah, I'll give you that.
That's a good try.
Yeah, a little kind of tip of the cap. He's been excellent at United, but there have been some people this season saying he's not been as good as he once was. Do you think his level has dipped of late?
Look, you can say that. Look, for Spain, you know, they've been shipping goals in. You can say he's not been at his best. But for my money, he's still number one in the world. I would think that the likes of Juventus and Paris Saint-Germain would be licking their lips with the thought that they could get this guy in maybe 12 months' time. I mean, they can start talking to him basically in 1 year and 1 month. And that to me is concerning as a Man United fan, because these guys don't grow on trees.
Well, the new one-year deal kicks in at the end of the season. So we have a scenario now. If you're David de Gea and United came to you, as they probably will, and say, we want you to sign a new long-term deal, what are you saying to them?
I'm looking at what's in the building. I'm looking at the type of football that we're playing. I'm looking at the manager, number one. Do I want to be, you know, playing for this particular gaffer? And I think the answer is a resounding no, because he hasn't put pen to paper. Doesn't even look as though he wants to put pen to paper. I think he's going to be a top pro that he is. He's going to see his contract out, and eventually he'll go to one of the big boys in Europe.
If there are changes at United, managerial or whatever, does he change his mind, or does he consider staying if you think he's already made his mind up to go at the end of his deal?
Well, number one, who's it going to be? Because there's not that many around, top coaches who are available. And then you look at the squad. How much of a rebuild is needed in this squad for Manchester United to get back to the top of the tree again? You know, I think that's, well, I'm afraid to say how many transfer cycles it will be before they actually get back to the best. This is going to be a long rebuild, Matt, and I'm not too sure whether he wants to be around. He's 28 coming up, or he's 28 now, so he's got in the prime of his career. He's got, what, 7-8 years left at least at the top. I think he's looking past his new.
But as Paul said, they've already got one of, if not the best goalkeeper in the world. They need to do more to try and keep him at Old Trafford, if he wants to stay, that is.